Hi everyone, my name is Sujal Chauhan and this is my submission for Xeno SDE Internship assignment, a mini CRM platform. The goal was to build a platform for customer segmentation, personalized campaign delivery, and to integrate intelligent insights using modern tools like AI. Now before I proceed with my demonstration, I should mention that I have used Vercel for my front-end deployment and Render for my back-end deployment. So the problem with Render is when you go to that URL that is hosted on Render, you just need to wait for 10 to 30 seconds before the server can cold start. This is a problem that occurs with free tier, and since I'm using free tier, you first need to go to the URL and wait for 10 to 30 seconds. Now let's dive in. First up, authentication. The platform uses Google OAuth 2.0 for secure access. User can log in with their Google account, and upon successful login, a go to dashboard button appears, which directs the user to a personalized dashboard. All sensitive actions and views are protected and require authentication. The CRM allows for bulk data ingestion. Here on customers page, we can upload a CSV file containing customer details. The backend processes this CSV, validates the data, and stores it in our MongoDB database. As you can see, the customer list is now updated. Similarly, we can ingest order data. This page allows uploading an orders CSV where orders are linked to their respective customers. For API documentation, I have set up Swagger UI, which details all the backend endpoints for data ingestion and other operations. Now, in this Swagger UI, you can see that I have mentioned different APIs, their routes, the parameters they require, the request body, an example of schema, responses, the response codes, description of response codes. So it is a well documented project. A key feature is the customer segmentation. Here, user can define audience segment based on flexible rule logic. We can combine multiple conditions using AND or OR logic. For example, let's create a segment for customers with high spends and few visits. This rule is now saved and can be used for targeting campaigns. Now, let's create a marketing campaign. We'll give a campaign name, select the segment rule we just defined, and choose the customers to target. For the message content, we have AI powered feature. The generate by AI button uses Google Gemini API. It takes the campaign name, the segment rule, context to suggest a personalized message. As you can see, it has generated a starting point for a campaign message. We can then refine it, add an intent, and create a campaign. This page lists all the created campaigns. We can see the name, the message snippet, the status, the audience size, and simulated sent and failed counts. For the demo, the delivery states are using mock data to illustrate the UI. For the campaign in draft status, we can initiate the dispatch. Clicking the send simulates the process on the front end. The status updates to queued, then sending, and eventually to sent or completed with errors, mimicking a real world flow. Let's briefly touch on the tech stack. The front end is built with Next.js, React, TypeScript, and designed for UI components. The backend uses Node.js, Express, and TypeScript with MongoDB as the database. For authentication, we have used Google OAuth, and for AI, Google Gemini. The architecture follows a standard client-server model with Next.js frontend interacting with a Node.js REST API, which in turn communicates with MongoDB databases and external services. My approach was to first establish the core CRM functionalities, robust data ingestion, flexible segmentation, and a user-friendly campaign creation process. I focused on a clean separation between the front end and back end, ensuring maintainable and testable code. A key requirement was AI integration, so I prioritized implementing AI-driven message suggestions.